Now we're gonna do the air brakes for Class B. So now we're gonna chock the truck. We're gonna put it in the back of the tire. Now we're gonna put the door. Now we're gonna go ahead and do a 3-point contact. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go inside. I'm gonna go ahead and put my seatbelt on. Now I'm here to do my air brakes and my general knowledge. Now this truck is equipped with 2 gauges. Right here, we got my primary and the bottom one is my secondary. I'm gonna be using the top one through the test. Now, to do a safe start, we gotta be under 80 PSI. For that means I gotta turn this key on in the on position so I can see my PSI. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. My ABS light turns on. Let's give it a couple of seconds. ABS light turns off. That means it's working properly. Right now I'm at 115. So I cannot do a safe start. I gotta be under 80 PSI. For that, I'm gonna fan the brakes to bring it under 80. I'm at 72 PSI. I'm under 80 PSI. Now I'm gonna do a safe start. I'm gonna double check I'm in neutral. I'm gonna double check my brakes are pulled off. I'm gonna put the clutch in. Turn the truck on. Slowly release the clutch. For my first test, I'm gonna do my cutout. What is my cutout? My cutout is when the governor turns off my air compressor between 120 and 140. Anything above 140 is a bad test. Now, the way we're gonna perform this test, we're gonna go ahead and accelerate my RPMs between 12 and 15 way to my needle stables. And this time we're gonna go ahead and accelerate. So my needle stables at 120. This is a good test. I did not went over 140. Now for my next test, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my engine off. Put it back in the on position. Push my parking brake in. For my next test is gonna be my apply leaking test. Apply leaking test. What is my apply leaking test? My apply leaking test is I should not lose 3 pounds of PSI in 60 seconds. Now, the way we're gonna perform this test, we're gonna go ahead and press on that brake, wait till the needle stables, and time starts. At that time, you need like a stopwatch. So you're gonna go ahead, press on the brake, you're gonna hold it, you're gonna wait till the needle stables. So you wanna make sure that needle stables. So my needle stables at 100 PSI. This is when time starts. So you hit your timer. Say 30 seconds in. I'm listening for air leaks inside the cab and outside the cab. Say my 60 seconds are up. I'm still in 100 PSI. I'm still in 100 PSI. Making this a good test. I did not lose 3 pounds of PSI. I lost 0 pounds. I'm still in 100 PSI. Now you release the service brake. So you're gonna go ahead and release it. Now for my following test, it's gonna be your low pressure warning device. Low pressure warning device. That means your light and alarm should activate on a range between 75 and 55. The way you're gonna perform this test, you're gonna go ahead and fan that brake to my light and alarm activate. Right now, I'm in 100 PSI. I'm gonna go ahead and fan my brake. So you're gonna hit it. As soon as you see that light, you hear the alarm, you call it off. At 70, my light and alarm activate, making this a good test. It was in a range between 75 and 55. For my next test is going to be my spring pop out. That means my parking brake should pop out on the range between 45 and 20. The way I'm going to perform that test, I'm going to go ahead and fan that brake till my brake pop out. Right now, I'm at 60 PSI. I'm going to go ahead and fan my brakes. At 35, my brake popped out, making this a good test. It was in the range between 45 and 20. Now, this is when you get off and you remove that chalk. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take my seatbelt, 3-point contact. So every time you step out of this cab, make sure you close this door. So I'm gonna go ahead and step off. Boom, boom, come off. Just make sure you close this door. I'm gonna go ahead and take my chalk off. So this is your chalk. Put it right here. Go back in. 1, 2, 3. 3-point contact. Make sure you put your seatbelt. Now I'm gonna do a safe start. So clutch in, check on my neutral, brakes are pulled out, turn the truck on. Slowly release the clutch. Now you're gonna bring it to the max again, between 12 and 1500. My needle stay was at 120. Now for my next test is gonna be my brakes test. This truck is equipped with 2 brakes. You got your parking brake and you got your service brake. We're gonna go ahead and do in that order. So that means we gotta put it in low gear, clutch in, put it in first gear, low gear. I'm gonna check my parking brake. If I feel a little vibration, that means my brake is working properly. So I'm gonna let go of the clutch slowly. That little tug and vibration, that means my brake is working properly. Now I'm gonna go ahead and check my service. I'm gonna press down my service. I'm gonna push in the parking. Well, this one is different. I'm gonna go 2 to 5 feet, 5 miles per hour. My steering wheel should not move left and right. If it does, that means my brake's gotta be adjusted. And this time I'll be hovering over my steering wheel. I'm gonna go forward. I'm gonna let go of the service brake. I'm gonna let go of the clutch slowly. We're gonna start moving forward. I'm gonna press on the clutch and brake at the same time. It's gonna stop. That means my brakes is working properly. My steering wheel did not move left and right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and secure this truck. I'm gonna put it in neutral. I'm gonna pop my brake. I'm gonna let go of my service brake. I'm gonna let go of my clutch. Now this concludes my air brake test. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my general knowledge. My general knowledge, my mirrors. I wanna check my mirror. It's not cracked, not broken. It's clean and visible. They're adjusted to me. My windshield, I want to make sure my windshield is not cracked, not broken, clean, visible, no illegal stickers. Around it, I got my weather seal. Weather seal is not ripped, not torn to prevent water and air to get inside the cab. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about my window wipers. Right here, you got this knob. You're going to turn this knob all the way. As you can see, my window wipers are working properly. They're not cracked, they're not broken, not missing parts, working properly. My window wipers blade, not ripped, not torn, no debris to prevent scratches to get on windshield. My fluid, you're gonna push it down. My fluid is working properly. Now we're gonna talk about my directional lights. Directional left is working properly. Directional right is working properly. Right here in the middle is your four-way flashers. Don't turn them on. My four-way flashers is working properly. Right here on the panel, right here on the side. Right here, you got your lights. You're gonna turn them on. That's your low beams. Low for the city. You go right here, you go up. You see the blue light? That's high. High for the country. Low for the city, high for the country. This truck is equipped with 2 horns. Electric and air. Electric for the city and for the country. You got your heater. It's working properly. Your defroster is working properly. On the bottom, on this, we got 3 reflector triangles, extra box of fuses. On this side, we got my fire extinguisher to date on green, counter paint going through, tying secure to the cab with a full set of bolts and nuts. On this time, you tell the instructor, can you please go outside and can you assist me with my outside lights, left signal, right signal, four-way flashes, my high and low. Can you tell them, can you assist me with my rear light, same thing, left, right, four-way flashes, my stop light. And this concludes my air brakes and my general knowledge for my Class B.